Hi guys, how are you doing? Crypto Marco here, and in this video we're going to talk about a very interesting step the European Union has taken towards virtual currencies, or as we all call them, cryptocurrencies. Furthermore, banning crypto ads on their search engine. So these are the topics we're going to talk about, and if you enjoy the content, definitely make sure to leave it a thumbs up, because among everybody who's commenting, I am giving away a small amount of Litecoin once a week, so good luck. And as you can see, currently, finally, the Bitcoin price is stable. It seems that we have hit a resistance point at about 8,300 after a few days of Bitcoin going crazy. I hope that we can finally become stable, find some information for a chart, and then have a setup where it's again possible to trade cryptocurrencies. Until then, Bitcoin is too hot for me at the moment, but you really have to check this out, guys. So this was something issued a few days ago on the 14th of May, and it's from the General Affairs Council of the European Council. So they're establishing a framework for new laws for all kinds of stuff, money laundering, you know, some stuff about Poland, climate, and among them is, of course, terrorist financing. These new rules respond to the need for increased security in Europe by further removing the means available to terrorists. They will enable us to disrupt criminal networks without compromising fundamental rights and economic freedoms. Now, if you click further, you see this. Money laundering and terrorist financing, new rules adopted, and among them is addressing risks linked to prepaid cards and virtual currencies. Now, something that's really interesting to me is that, as far as I know, there is no empirical evidence that money laundering and terrorist financing is being really done over cryptocurrencies. Like, if there would be, like, I don't know, a terrorist crisis where we would have like terrorist attacks every day, money laundering going through the roof, and we would have some really empirical and black and white evidence that stuff like that is happening. I could understand such a ruling, but right now I don't see a need for a framework for pretty much disabling privacy in cryptocurrencies. What else is interesting is that right here they forgot a space. Interesting to see that the European Council does make mistakes like that, but okay, they're just human. So what you can read here in the PDF is, to combat the risks related to anonymity, national finance intelligence units should be able to obtain information allowing them to associate virtual currency addresses to the identity of the owner of virtual currency. This, of course, is something that is pretty much being done by a lot of companies. They do their KYC, their AML, but this would, of course, make it even harder for everybody to stay anonymous when using cryptocurrencies. And everything is being done like under the assumption that this is all good for, like, this is everything being done for anti-money laundering and anti-terrorism. But in my opinion, it's just, you know, people are getting stripped away from their fiat money, from their cash, and everything is going to be digital, so the government can track pretty much everything. Whatever you think about it, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Carrying on, although virtual currencies can frequently be used as a means of payment, they could also be used for other purposes and find broader applications, such as means of exchange, investment, store value product, or use in online casinos. The objective of this directive is to cover all the potential uses of virtual currencies. Understandable, in my opinion. Carrying on, Microsoft search engine Bing says it will ban crypto-related ads by July 2018, and Cointelegraph, these guys are real savages for using the Mexican housewife from Family Guy all the time. No crypto ads. Because cryptocurrency and related products are not regulated, we have found them to present a possible elevated risk to our users, with the potential for bad actors to participate in predatory behaviors or otherwise scam consumers. Now, while they do now do the same stuff that Google, Facebook, and Twitter have done, I'm not really that afraid about the consequences of this because simply Bing, of course, is compared to Google like really not a big search engine, although it is second biggest search engine on the planet as far as I know. But still, even if you're the second place after Google, it's like doesn't mean anything. It's like Usain Bolt runs like, let's say he runs like less than 9 seconds, and you're like 980. Like it's no comparison. Carrying on, PayPal CFO says merchants aren't interested in crypto due to volatility. Of course, PayPal is is like disliking cryptocurrencies. They have changed some of their rules recently to make international payments a bit more expensive. Billions of dollars every day are being transferred on PayPal. And I can understand that PayPal is biased when it comes to cryptocurrencies, but must admit that they do have a point. That currently it's kind of hard to make transactions with cryptocurrencies for certain goods, because it's no good if like the next day whatever you got paid by your customers were 15% less, so you're going to have cash flow issues. If you're a merchant and have, let's say, a 10% margin on a product that you sell and you accept Bitcoin, for example, and the very next day it moves 15%, you're now underwater on that transaction. You could have something that appeals to consumers, but if a merchant don't accept it, it's a little value. It's of little value right now. We don't see a lot of interest from our merchants. Of course they don't, because it's great competition for you. Next up we have VeChain. VeChain signing a partnership with Bright Foods and its IT tech subsidiary Shanghai Xiando Food to integrate blockchain technology into Bright Foods' co-internal management systems. I've shown you a few days ago T-Food, which I think is a really interesting project, but certainly supply chain management on the blockchain is one of the technologies where I really see the blockchain shine, simply because it's an unalterable way where people can see where their food came from. And I think that, since more and more people are getting more aware about where their food is coming from, I think that's something that will definitely see mainstream adoption. Like, look at how many people are going vegan for some silly reason. And I think many people will be interested to see where their food came from, whether if it's meat or something else. And last thing for today, Binance co-founder Dennis rumors of companies plans to build a blockchain country on private island. Now, this sounds so amazing. Allegedly, they have already bought an island. Don't know where. This is the Binance CEO, where you can do everything based on cryptocurrencies. Now, of course, I'm not too sure what to think of this. It's only a rumor, but it's just a really nice fantasy to get into, because, of course, like, buying a island is one thing, but then you have to install plumbing, you have to install electricity, you have to develop the whole infrastructure. Somehow people have to get to the island. So sounds like an interesting utopia, actually a cryptopia, where everything is being done in crypto. Everybody is working in the crypto space. Sounds like a lot of fun to me, but now that I think of it, I think that an island like this would have like a 95% guy rate, and it would be like a big ass sausage party. So maybe it would be good to work there for a few weeks, but don't know if I would want to stay long term on an island like that. Let me know in the comments down below, and please, everybody, keep in mind that cryptocurrencies are super, super, super volatile. Like, that's something that people forget very often. Just a few days ago, we have seen how dramatically the price of Bitcoin can go up, but also can go down. So be very, very, very responsible. Everybody is responsible for his own investments. So I know that sometimes I'm being a bit annoying, maybe because I'm warning people so often on the disadvantages that can come with cryptocurrencies or virtual assets or token or however you want to call it. But take this video as what it is. It's my personal opinion, a guy talking about cryptocurrencies, a guy who's like checking out cryptocurrencies and ICOs almost 24/7. And take it as a personal opinion, but don't take it as financial advice. So I oftentimes get people who are like, Marco, should I take a loan to invest into cryptocurrencies? And that's just something that's completely silly and crazy. So be responsible. Don't put rent money into cryptocurrencies. Don't put food money into cryptocurrencies. Only invest money that doesn't hurt when it's lost. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, It's great when you like the video. It's really helping my channel to grow. So leave it a like, leave it a thumbs up, comment down below with your Litecoin address, because among everybody who is commenting, I am giving away a small amount of Litecoin in every week. So the next Monday, I'm gonna do the next giveaway for this week. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time, guys. Bye bye.